With our clinical and research group, we were approached by the Luxembourg Institute of Health, by Dr. Laurent Malisoux some years ago, to participate in a project that is called GAITORING. I am the principal medical investigator in that project, and that project was a first of its kind to instigate research between, I would say, the clinical world, which is then in this case the Centre Hospitalier, the research world, which is the Luxembourg Institute of Health, and here there was IEE, so our industry partner, which is usually developing electronics for the automobile industry. They were eager to transfer their knowledge from cars to human beings.
The main objective of this project was to develop and validate a new digital health solution, the WalkinSense system, for remote monitoring of gait patterns in patients with orthopaedic conditions during daily life activities. First, we gathered feedback from healthcare professionals to identify the most critical gait characteristics. Second, and this was the main part of the project, we evaluated the performance of the new digital health solution in the laboratory. Third, we conducted a feasibility study to test the device in real-life conditions in patients at risk of knee osteoarthritis or being treated for this condition. We strongly believe that monitoring a patient in daily life condition is essential for proper adjustment of treatment, as well as to avoid long-term consequences such as osteoarthritis.
Before the WalkinSense can reach patients, we first had to make sure it gave accurate clinical data. And the only way to do that was to test it against the biomechanical gold standard. We collected data from more than 100 participants, and we asked them to walk and run on the treadmill. While they were on the treadmill, we recorded simultaneously their steps on the WalkinSense system using pressure sensors and IMUs, but also with our lab equipment using reflective markers for the motion capture and the force platforms embedded in the treadmill.
For the data processing, we focused our analysis on spatiotemporal parameters and kinematic variables. Signals from the WalkinSense, the treadmill and the motion capture system were carefully aligned and filtered. For the statistical analysis, we assessed the mean bias between system and used Bland-Erdmann plots for each condition and variable. We evaluated the agreement based on predefined thresholds. Additionally, we calculated the mean absolute percentage errors and intra-class correlation coefficients. We also tested reliability with repeated sessions using ICC, Bland-Erdmann plots, standard error of measurement and minimal detectable change calculations.
To make sure the system is reliable, we even invited over 50 participants back a week later to repeat the same tests. This allowed us to make sure that the WalkinSense system delivered consistent results, but also accurate ones.
The goal is to kind of digitize these insoles and to capture data which are generated by a patient's motion pattern. And that can be in the free time, so during sports activities, for instance during running or other types of sports, or during, I would say, a medical process, which can be rehabilitation after an injury or after a surgery. We can measure the amount of weight that the patient is putting on his, I would say, injured leg, but also on the other leg, and which may also generate then injuries on its own.
The results showed strong agreement for most spatiotemporal parameters, and reliability was excellent as well, with only double support time showing lower consistency. Overall, the WalkinSense system proved to be accurate, reliable, and suitable for real-world gait analysis.
So this gives us a lot of information that we can use in our daily practice to fine-tune the treatment and to individualize and personalize orthopedic care or musculoskeletal care in our patients.
Looking ahead, I truly believe that IEE has a unique strength to continue bridging the gap between human experience and advancing sensing. Technology evolves rapidly, and so do the needs of our community. Our mission should be to make sure that sensing solutions don't just follow the pace, but actively shape the future of safer healthcare and more connected living.
If you cannot measure it, you cannot improve it. Let's make gait measurement an easy, accessible and standard clinical practice.